Hello, everybody. How are y'all? Welcome, welcome. I am Tirra Omilade. I'm so excited to have you here for the full moon in Aries workshop. I already see some of the sisters are here chiming in. We have Eileen Iami Atkins. What's up? She turned off Squid Game to come join me. All right, girl. See, this is how we know we family, okay? And then we got the goddess Felicia. What's up, Felicia? Queen. Make sure you light that candle. Make sure you light that candle. I'm so excited to have you all here. I have somebody who's joining me this evening, my friend, my sister friend, Azizi. What's up, Azizi? How are you? Oh my gosh, I just thought about, are you in? Shoots, I'm not going to be able to wear my microphone because I think, hold on one second, Azizi. I just forgot that I think I'm going to have to plug in some ear thingies to be able to hear you. But anywho, everybody, Azizi is joining me. She's going to begin. Azizi, will you talk so I can see if I can hear you? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to not have my microphone on. Oh, wait a minute.
And I have to unmute, so that helps. That's probably why you didn't hear me. It's Friday. Hello, sisters. What's up, queen? What's up, queens, goddesses, kings? If any kings are out there.
Woohoo!
Good
And
to
you hear me
see
okay, Azizi?
Yes, I hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wonderful,
Cool.
wonderful, wonderful.
Right. I think we're on
Okay,
again now.
everybody. So we are here for the full moon in Aries workshop. This should be very energetic. It should be it should be on and popping because y'all look, Aries is no joke. Okay, I see you, Yolanda. How you doing? All right, thank you. Thank you, Felicia. Ashe. Felicia got the candle lit. What's up, Gigi? How are you? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Full moon in Aries is coming up this month on the 20th. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so what we're going to start off doing, let's just start off with some breath work and just kind of bring ourselves into one space, one energetic space. We're going to call in some of the energies that we are working with. We'll call in the energy of the four directions. Oh, wait a minute. Who else we going to call in? We're going to call in the energy of Hera Kahuti Ogun, okay? We're going to call in the warrior energy. So if you would just take a moment, everybody, let's just do 3 deep breaths. Let's take a big deep breath in, inhale, and a long, slow, deep breath out. Deep breath in, inhale, and a long, slow, deep breath out. Exhale, let your day go. Bring yourself into the now moment. We're just going to release, let it go, because guess what? We are going to be having a good time, okay? It's Friday night. We just got paid, all right? Party humping, all right? Let's take another deep breath in. Inhale. And a long, slow, deep breath out. Exhale. Beautiful. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is just going to call in the energies of the 4 directions, calling in my guides. I encourage you to call in your guides into this workshop because the goal is for us to, to get what we need so that we can make the most of this moon. This moon is going to be a trip. Okay. This moon is going to be a total trip. So what we're going to do is we're going to call in the energies of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I call them my guides, the ancient mothers. to sit here and counsel with us all, lead, guide, and direct this workshop. May the only thing that happen be for our highest and our greatest good. Whether we are watching here live or on the replay, we call in the wisdom of the universe to lead, guide, and direct us. We call in the mighty warrior Ogun, Herukahuti Ogun, Aries, Mars, to sit with us, to surround us, and to protect us, and to imbue us with the energy and the wisdom, the courage and the confidence to boldly take on the lessons of this moon, the energy of this moon, and to help us to, just be willing to move forward no matter what may come our way. We give thanks to our ancestors of light for coming in and shining and imbuing us with your wisdom, with sitting in council with us here. We give thanks that we are not alone. We give thanks that our ancestors of light walk with us day in and day out. If there are any negative energies or spirits surrounding us here live or in the replay, now and forever, you must leave, go away. You cannot stay. I send you on your way with light and love towards your healing. All right, y'all, come on, let's go on ahead. Azizi, I think we need to dance a little bit. What do you think? Okay. Azizi looks like she's ready. Okay. I asked her if she would come on in here and dance with me, y'all. Y'all, being an entrepreneur is a little bit lonely. So I was like, Azizi, come on here with me. Plus, she's going to be the community manager within my inner circle. Okay, so first of all, I got to do this. Then I got to do this. Let me know in the chat whether you watching live or on the replay. Are you getting ready to dance? Are you getting ready to dance? I think for real, I'm gonna have to take it off for this though. Just a moment, y'all.
The sisters are ready. Eileen is ready.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she got the dances on the chat. All right.
I see you. I see you, Eileen. Okay, I'm gonna pull this out.
All right. Yolanda's ready. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Can you hear me, Azizi?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, Yolanda. Okay, Eileen. Okay, come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, first let me say this. Why are we dancing? Because it's the full moon. Okay, it's the full moon. The full moon is a time to celebrate. So as we dance, what I want you to do, okay, Azizi, I see you. As we dance, this is what I want you to think about. I want you to think about at least one thing that you are celebrating over this last month. As a matter of fact, what's up, Laura? Come on, girl. Come on, Felicia. All right. As a matter of fact, when you get a chance, I want you to type into the chat, what are you dancing for? What are you celebrating as we celebrate this full moon in Aries, y'all? Okay? So I want y'all to dance from now until we get to that full moon. All right, here we go. Here we go. And that was fun. All right, I see you out there. Nice. Eileen said hips don't lie. Oh, my goodness. Hips don't lie. You right. Can you hear me, Azizi? Okay.
Yeah, cool. I hear you.
Perfect. Okay, everybody. Let's go to our screen share. And let's see how this looks, because it looked okay before. Now I don't know if it looks okay. Okay. Full moon in Aries, y'all. This moon is going to be a trip. It is October the 20th at 10:57 a.m. So one thing that I do want to mention to you all is to maybe start doing your rituals a few days before. Yes. Thank y'all for dancing with me. Yeah, see, that's what we do. Okay, that's how we celebrate. That's how we celebrate. Okay, so Azizi said she was excited to be finishing Mercury retrograde. You are a Virgo, so I know you real happy Mercury retrograde's about to end. Felicia, Eileen says she's huffing and puffing. Child, you good, Eileen. You huffing and puffing because you up moving. See, that's why you huffing and puffing. Felicia says celebrating being able to dance pain-free. Let's give it up for Felicia. Now that's a big one right there. That's a big one. Oh, wow. Yes, Yolanda, glad that felt good. Yes, this is how we celebrate the full moon, okay? This is how we celebrate the full moon. Beautiful. Beautiful. Azizi says she's hiding it well. Okay, so yes, October the 20th, 2021, 10:57 a.m. And then the moon will leave pretty shortly thereafter. And then go later into Taurus later that day. So the 20th is Wednesday? No, Thursday, I think. And so maybe it's Wednesday. Oh, I have a calendar right here. Why am I tripping? Yeah, it's Wednesday. So I'm telling y'all, we need to be doing our rituals maybe the 18th and the 19th. Unless you live on the other side of the world, then it'll be later in the day for you. So you could do some earlier in the day on the 20th. But just to be safe, the 18th and the 19th are the best days to do some ritual work. So, okay. Laura celebrating freedom. Ashe. Oh my gosh. Ashe. You know, it's real interesting because that's something that I'm going to mention for this moon. This moon is about liberation. So beautiful. Okay, removing myself from a toxic place. Love that. Love that, Yolanda. Love that. And you've got to feel better. Everybody knows that you've got to be feeling better if you're out of a toxic place. So that is beautiful. Okay. So let's move on. Yeah, y'all, look, this is relaxed. We're not in corporate America, okay? We in the goddess world, all right? This is where we are. So just kick back, relax, chill. We're gonna have us a good time tonight, okay? We're gonna talk about the full moon. I'm gonna do my best to try to go through a little more quickly, but we'll just see how it goes. I typically just kind of go in the flow. Anyone who is new, don't know me, my name is Tirra Omilade. I'm a spiritual guide. I am a coach. I love helping women align with their life purpose using ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. My number one thing is to help women understand who they are and to understand their cycles and what is this cycle about, having the tools or getting a plan for moving forward in their cycles. So that's what I love to do. I have Azizi here on with me. Azizi is a client. She is a friend. And she has now stepped into Team Goddess Body Mind Spirit. Y'all give it up for Azizi. She is on here. She is a spiritual intuitive. She's also a health coach. And Azizi is also a part of the Spiritual Aspirant Initiation. So she is one of the mentors that will be helping out with this upcoming Spiritual Aspirant Initiation. So we're glad to have Azizi on. You all will be seeing more of Azizi. If you haven't already chimed in, I'd love to hear from you. And what's your sign? What's your signs, y'all? Let's go ahead and talk about our signs. We always got to be dropping a little bit. Sun, moon, and ascendant. Sun, moon, and ascendant. Okay, so what is the meaning of the full moon? The full moon has to do with endings, or it has to do with culminating something, okay? So we always keep this in mind. We always want to keep what is the theme about? What is the mandate? What is the mission? And the mission of a full moon is always looking at what's ending, what needs to end, what are we finishing, what are we completing? and what's being revealed. For me, the full moon oftentimes is about revelation. I get to see something because maybe what will be revealed is what I need to see in order to finish, or what is it that I need to end? Like just will come up as big as day. Like, hey sis, you need to work on this. The full moon is not necessarily a gentle moon. Sometimes they are gentle if the energies are a little more laid back, but this is not one of those moons. This is going to feel like a real full moon with the push and pull energy. This is going to be a tough full moon, I think. It does have some blessed energy in it, but I mean, it's Aries, y'all. Come on. Aries, there's nothing gentle about Aries. And so, yeah, it's going to be a typical full moon. It'll be very energetic. But it's actually on an axis that is about like me versus others, the self versus others in our lives. Balance is another word that we like to talk about with the full moon. And so you want to begin to pick which one of these are you starting to notice, like, especially once we get to Aries, once we get, to, what is that, Sunday or Monday? Monday. That's going to be a big day, y'all. Monday is a very big day because Jupiter is going direct, Mercury is going direct. We're actually already feeling this energy of these planets slowing down so that they can move forward. So that the energy is intense, and it's going to be just a couple of days before the full moon, which is what? Intense. So it's going to be a really intense time. But I do think that it's important that during the full moon, well, around Monday, just start. I'm telling y'all need to take some deep breaths. How about that? Y'all need to take some deep breaths. Azizi, make sure you take a lot of deep breaths on that day. Okay, let's see here. Gigi is celebrating letting go. Yes, Gigi is celebrating letting go. This is going to be the perfect full moon for you, Gigi, because this moon is definitely one where you can let go of something. Anyone who's wanting to let go of something, I think that you can make a lot of inroads with that. Hello, Marcia or Marcia J. Oh, okay, Gigi. Yeah, for real. You really going to be feeling this because she's Aries. Yolanda's Aries. All right. Pisces, Virgo, Leo. Yes. Leo, Sag, Moon. Oh, wow. Okay. This is a good time for Sagittarius. Y'all have Venus in your your house right now. I'm excited for the Sagittarius out there. I'm excited. Okay, so we take the meaning of the full moon and now we tie it to the meaning of Aries. So Aries has to do with initiating things and being a self-starter. I think, honestly, you all, something we want to think about with this moon is, because this full moon, one of the things I like telling people is you want to imbue yourself with the energy of this moon. It's like you can open yourself up to being charged up with Aries because the moon is charged. It's like has a lot of energy and power when it's full. And so, do you need to be a self-starter? Then you want to open yourself up to getting charged in that way. Okay. Maybe in order to bring something to an end, you'll realize, hey, I need to be initiating some stuff. I need to not be stuck. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you need some action and you need some movement, I'm telling you, this moon is going to help you because I want you to remember, is there something you want to end? Is there something that you want to make some progress on? This will be a great moon to get that kind of clarity on how to move forward and to imbue yourself with that energy of Aries of being initiative or having initiative and us being a self-starter, being more independent. How many of y'all need to be more independent? in certain ways. Our human nature, we want to be working with people, but maybe there in some kind of way you need to be more independent. It's always whenever we're dealing with Aries, even though this is a full moon about endings, I think it's about endings to get something new started. So this Aries energy does have to do with new beginnings. So maybe you'll get a revelation about a new beginning that you need to have. You can imbue yourself with passion, energy, drive. Oh my gosh, creativity and innovation. This is a great moon to allow yourself to just take that energy of Aries in. Or maybe you'll get a revelation of how you need to channel these energies. Okay. Um, Anytime Aries is around, there's a tendency for impulsivity and not being patient. And that's something that we might need to, maybe that'll be revealed to us. Where are we being impulsive? Where are we being impatient? Maybe you want to drop that some comments in there. Where do you need to be more measured in the decisions that you make? And where do you need to be more patient? These are questions I might would ask myself with this moon, allowing the moon to show where do I need more patience. It's actually something that's really important right now, y'all, because we're in a season where we need to actually be patient with the forward movement. But we have to have that passion, that drive, that energy. We want to use our creativity instead of feeling like I don't know what to do. I was telling somebody, one of my one-to-one clients, that when we are, for instance, in the entrepreneur world, you just figure it out. You just, whatever happens, you don't sit around and wait. You just figure out, how do I figure this out? Where do I get this answer? Period. That's what entrepreneurs do, but that's what anyone can do. And so we have to get creative and we have to be innovative. This is one of the reasons I love Aries, because Aries is not going to be sitting around. You meet people with Aries energy and the Aries chime in. Meet people with Aries energy. They're like, I do not have time to be waiting for all these people to try to figure this out. Come on, everybody, let's just go. Maybe this moon will reveal something to you about courage. Where do you need to have more courage? Y'all know I came on yesterday, for those who saw that video that I posted, and I was like, I need to have more courage about coming on live. It's not easy. It's like one of my coaches calls them troll thoughts. Be all these troll thoughts in my mind. Like, am I just repeating myself over and over again? Am I interesting? Am I boring? It's just like all kinds of craziness going on in my mind. But then yet and still, I watch astrology videos or spiritual videos and stuff every day. I turn on books. Azizi, you the same way. Turn on the same thing, listen to it over and over and over and over again. Yet I'm sitting up here lacking courage to come on. And so that's one of the things I am going to be working on. Understanding, getting a revelation about courage, or just getting imbued with courage. Just straight up coming up on here like Eric Clutio Goon every day. Okay. Aries is about a fight. I always say, just pick a good fight. Make sure that it's not a fight that is not worth it. Okay. We don't want to be fighting and it's like not profitable, or it's not the right thing to advocate for. Aries is aggressive and it's about action. And so this is a moon that I would consider you asking yourself questions like, have I been taking the right action? What kind of action am I taking? Am I not taking enough action? What should I be taking action on? Is the energy of leadership. And so you might want to be thinking about, where do you need to show up as a leader? How do you need to show up as a leader? What is the moon indicating to you about leadership? One thing I will say about leadership is, because it's the moon, maybe there's something emotionally that needs to be addressed in terms of your style of leadership or your need to be a leader. Some people don't want to step into leadership because they're afraid of messing up, or I don't know, it's just an emotional thing that will prevent them from stepping up. Or maybe as a leader, you're just way too short. That's Aries. Or you're not, driven enough. You don't let you don't draw boundaries well, just looking at your leadership style. But I think a lot of it could be looked at from an emotional place also. Aries has to do with exercise. One of the things that I do recommend, with this Aries full moon is to work your muscles. Doesn't have to be like anything super heavy or long or anything like that. But Aries is this energy that work. It's about exercise. So you might even get some insights about what this means for you in terms of exercise. It has to do with fire. And so, make sure you bring fire into your ritual space. But, where do you need to light a fire under you? Now, remember, it is about celebrations. So we might want to celebrate any of this. Where have you been a self-starter? Where have you been passionate and creative and innovative and a leader? Where have you taken action? And where have you had fire? So definitely take the time to celebrate. That is like a mandate, as I see it, for the full moon. Celebrate. And then focus on self. And I think it's important for us to look at, how have I been focused on myself? Have I been focused on myself enough? And it's this full moon. So it's sort of like, am I focused on myself enough, or am I too busy serving other people? Okay. Let me come over and see, what are we doing? Yes, lots of Virgo energy is easy. Okay, we have a Taurus. Be patient with myself during this time of transition for me. Still need cocoon time. Yes, that's very important. Oh, yes, I have to have conversations with myself about coming on the regular. I really do. Now, once I'm on and y'all talking to me, I'm good. But there are many days that I think I'm going to go on and then I don't go on because I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to say? Everybody knows I'm not short of words. Am I Azizi? Am I short of words, Azizi? Oh, okay, let's see here. All year, being patient and taming my fire has been my lesson. Okay, Gigi, I think you are Aries. Aries might have to be taming their fire. So Felicia, that's right. You're Sun Aries, Moon Pisces, Rising Taurus. Oh, so fun. So fun, Felicia. So creative. So creative. Okay, so let's look at these keyword cautions. Explosive reactions, because we're matching the moon with Aries. And so, Gigi, this might be a day that you're just like, tell everybody, don't call me, don't talk to me from Monday until Wednesday morning. Tell everybody, don't talk to you. All the Aries, y'all need to take off from work. Because let me tell y'all something. I am telling y'all, this moon's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. I really love saying positive things. Y'all know I am. But I got to tell y'all that, as my mama would say, the true truth. Explosive reactions, impulsive behavior. Another thing we want to do is to slow down. Okay. We want to make sure we're moving nice and slow. And we want to mix this message too with this Mercury in storm, which means Mercury's still real slow on the 20th. Okay. So we want to move with, I always say, just move deliberately. Just move deliberately Monday through Wednesday of next week, because we can have accidents. Another thing is wounds due to piercing or burns. Okay, y'all. Okay, look. Sometimes when Herakahuti Ogun is trying to get my attention, I will bump my toe. I will cut myself with knives. I will find myself burning myself like on the stove or lighting my incense and stuff. So that's something else I think is really important. And I think we might see a lot of fighting. So what I just encourage everybody to do is to just, take some deep breaths during that time. Azizi, what do you think about everything I've said?
Yeah, this is interesting because I know they say like around in general around full moons, people's energy is elevated, and like I think they said visits go up and things like that. And I put that in the chat. Docs and nurses, get ready, especially when you talked about the piercings and the burns and things like that. I'm thinking about ways to counter that stuff, like maybe wearing white. Part of the time, or mixing the white, because I know the colors probably for Aries or are they like red or green or something like that? Ogun's colors. Maybe mix it in some white with that or some cream, some lighter colors. And being mindful of what, and maybe I just came to me, people say stop and count 10 times, count to 10 before you respond to anything. So maybe doing that breathing and stuff before we react and respond, and stay off Facebook.
No Facebook fights. Yes. Oh, I love those thoughts, Azizi. The mixing of the colors. Definitely you want to put on the red. Ogun, for those of us who honor the Orisha tradition, you could put on green. You could even put on some black, mix the red and the black. Yeah. But I do like it with toning it down with the white or the cream. I love that idea. And yes, taking those deep breaths. I'm telling you, I think a lot of us need to take some deep breaths, actually starting today, because we're on this, what do you call it? We're on the Mercury retrograde is getting ready to land. Okay. We're getting ready to end it. So that's really important. Felicia says she gets random bruising. Yeah. Okay. So Gigi is going to have to send the teenager to the grandparents. Go on ahead. We want her to survive, Gigi. Okay. We want her to survive. Send her to her grandparents, because I'm telling you, Gigi, I want you to, all the Aries, because it's actually several of y'all on here. I need y'all to come back to this video and comment on how was that moon. Eileen, as a nurse during the full moon, I normally see the patients with true psych issues. They literally are out of control. Yeah, it's so real. It never fails. It's like a zoo. Yeah, Eileen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've heard that so many times from people. So yes, now that's going to be, I should have put on there Wusa. That these are days where we need to use the word Wusa. Okay, Wusa. Okay, what can you expect with this full moon? Expect an active and fiery full moon. So let me get my notes. Expect an active and fiery full moon. You know what? Let me see here. Okay. I'm just going to look at the chart. So, well, it's active just because it's Aries. Okay. But the other thing that I want y'all to know is, and I think I am just going to go on ahead and show y'all this real quick. I'm going to show y'all the chart because it's no joke. So here is, let me go to, the 20th. Here's the moon. So one of the things that I want y'all to know about this moon is on a critical degree. It's at the 28th degree. And so, hold on, let me just double check that. Shoots. It's at the 27th degree. Okay. That's pretty close though. I mean, 27th degree, but anywho, it's very late in there. In Aries, and it's opposition the sun and Mars. Okay, it's opposition the sun and Mars, which Mars rules Aries. So it's like it's opposing the planet that rules this sign. And opposition is never comfortable. It's always has some element of harshness. It's like the energy of Saturn. It's a get real type of energy. And it's with Mars. Mars is considered to be a malefic planet. And so it is going to be very active, to say the least, but I think it's going to be pretty hectic. I like using nice words. And the other thing that just really wowed me when I looked at this moon is it has Pluto square the sun and the moon, and Pluto square, the sun and Mars, and then Pluto square the moon. Ooh, okay, let me just take a deep breath. It's easy. Yes, Wusa. When the full moon is in your moon sign, is it more powerful for you? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's powerful for sun, moon, and ascendant. To me, it doesn't really matter. But if it is your moon sign, yes. Last year I had a full moon right on my moon. And let me tell you, actually, that's a really good question, Eileen. If it depends on how close. So if someone's moon is at the first degree of Aries, then it may not hit them the same way as it would somebody whose moon is at like 20 degrees of Aries or 27 degrees of Aries. Now, the closer it is to your moon, the degree of your moon, then the more potent it is. So that is something to understand. Or let's say this full moon is happening right on your sun or on your ascendant or even another planet. It will create a level of intensity like no other. Okay, so this moon has lots of cardinality in it. So there may be some new beginnings despite the full moon being about endings, because we already know an ending pops off a new beginning. Okay, so you really want to open your mind up to something new kicking off. Maybe it'll be revealed the new direction that you want to go in. But we have the moon and Chiron in Aries. We have the sun and Mars, and I'm going to even include Mercury in Libra. And then we have Pluto in Capricorn. That's a lot of cardinal energy. That is a lot of cardinal energy. So it is time for something new to kick off and pop off. And I just encourage you to have that courage. That's what this moon is about. Have the courage to face, what am I supposed to start off with? Something new. And sometimes an ending is a new beginning. So my inner circle members know that I recently decided that I was going to end my Zen membership as a Zumba instructor. I've been a Zumba instructor almost a full 12 years. And I just got to a place where I was like, I'm not going to teach it again. And I need to make a break with my past. So an ending where I'm starting off. And sadly, it ends this month on the 31st. So that's an example of a new beginning. And literally, when I made the call and hung up the phone, I was just like, wow, my mind is blown. I'm not going to be a Zumba instructor. I've been a Zumba instructor so long. To not consider that's a new beginning. That's a new beginning. Maybe you'll get some ideas about creative new starts. Let me know if that resonates with anyone. Okay, emotions can run high and be explosive, though this moon has a lot of good fortune in it. I don't know why I wrote it this way. The blessings may come with crisis. I'm sorry. I did not want to say it that way, but it's true. Emotions can run high and be explosive. There's a lot of good fortune in this moon because of that. Jupiter, Venus is a part of this moon, adding some blessings, some good fortune. But it may actually come, number one, with crisis. And number two, you're going to have to make some choices. A lot of times we want a lot of good stuff to come our way, but sometimes it comes from us having to make a choice to take us in that direction. And so I just encourage you to look at the direction you want to go in. What choices do you need to make in order to go in that direction, in order to receive that good fortune? The other thing I wanted to tell y'all is I think this moon will create a pop. You know how we might have like a pimple or like a blister or something like that. And then it all of a sudden it burst. And so maybe we will transform by being pushed into more balance or through action of some sort that we have to take. And that's because of this Pluto and being, squaring, which is not fun. That's not easy. Squaring uh, Mars and the sun. I'm like, why? Why, Pluto? Why are you doing this? And so Pluto is about transformation. It's about change. And there is this element too of personal power, because Pluto has to do with personal power. And so, yeah, I think it's personal power, but whatever this pop is, it can take us to being more successful. It'll be like, you know how sometimes you just get so ticked off and you're just like, I'm just gonna do it. And you figure out what you're gonna do. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, this is better than I imagined. I'm glad so-and-so ticked me off. So, Azizi, what do you think about that? About what I've said thus far?
It's right on point. I'm thinking about, where I am and the decisions I've made and some things that have cropped up in our news. So I have some new beginnings, which are like right on time. And I think one new beginning is something that talked about last year. And I was chuckling earlier. I was like, it came back during Mercury retrograde, and it's at the right time to get some energy behind it with the Aries moon. So I'm excited. I'm excited for our sisters too. And we got this, ladies and brothers. If there are any brothers watching, we got this.
Yes, I love that. It's interesting because last year I had talked to Azizi about her coming on to Team Goddess Body Mind Spirit during a Mercury retrograde. And so it's coming back around just right now. So that's good, Azizi. Gigi, it resonates. Blessings to your new beginning. Thank you. Okay, it resonates. Definitely have a new beginning. Look at all the Aries chiming in. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for that, Azizi. Okay, so what can you expect with this full moon? Push to balance, thinking, and address our mental health. And I have to put notes on here. So that's Chiron, not square Mercury, opposition Mercury, excuse me, Chiron opposition Mercury. So Chiron is about, something that has to do with healing. And a lot of times it's some wounding. And, Mercury is our mind. It has to do with thinking. And I just thought, you know what, that could be stinking thinking. Maybe some of us are dealing with stinking thinking or something with our minds. Okay. But yeah, we need to bring some balance in the way I think of it is we take all this time to think about all that's wrong. I love it when some of the coaches I work with say, well, what if it does work out though? Like we constantly are thinking about, well, this could go wrong or that could go wrong. And, this bad thing and that bad thing. But how do we balance that out? Or do we? And so it's like, this full moon may bring to us some revelation about how are we thinking? Are we spending too much time thinking in one way, like black and white? That's another thing that we could think about. Everything's black and white. So we might want to do that. Some of us need to be checking on our mental health. Some of us honestly need to get real and go see a therapist, go get some medication, begin to get into some mindfulness practices, because I'm beginning to learn more and more about how the mindfulness community can help people with pain, can help people with dealing with grief and mental health issues and challenges. It's just so much that we can do in our lifestyle. Maybe go get some herbs or something, go get some Reiki, get some acupuncture. I don't know. This moon, though, is one where I think some of us are going to be focused on mental health, okay? Taking action to bring some health into our minds and our mental well-being. Balancing emotional needs with the desire to share your gifts, talents, and your internal drive. And so one of the things that I have come to realize is I work on, building this business and becoming a new person since I've moved out from being a homeschooling mom to now an empty nester, and just really trying to, reshape my life, is I have to make sure that my emotions line up with where I am going. We cannot have emotions that don't line up with where we're going. And so we have to go out of our way to cultivate emotions that will support our drive. What kind of emotions do you need in order to get yourself to do whatever it is that you were called here to do? Not everybody's called to be out front, but we are called to live in alignment with our destinies. And so I do encourage you to begin to look at balancing these emotional needs with your desire to share your gifts, because a lot of us desire it. We just need to bring that emotion. We got to get the emotions in check so that they don't short circuit us. We better pay attention to the emotions, fam. We better pay attention to the emotions, because they are dictating so much of what we do and don't do. Think about how emotionally, when you don't feel right, your internal drive is not going to happen. That internal drive goes way down. And so we just have to figure out ways. Remember, this is an active moon. We have to figure out, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And see, Aries is not sitting around thinking. Aries is like, okay, I know I need to do something, balance my emotions, and gonna do this. That's one thing I love about Aries energy. We all have it in us. When it's time to do something, watch your Aries. Aries might go back and forth for a little bit, but once that Aries energy really kicks in, they're like, done, got it. It's already done. They don't even think about it. So that's something I think is really important, especially for, those of us born in a feminine body. It's we're very much like the moon, especially if you still have a menstrual cycle. These emotions, they will change with your hormonal body. And we have to learn how to really regulate that so it doesn't short circuit us, so that we can bring our emotional needs and take care of them and get them in check in order to keep ourselves moving. Take it down when you need to. Okay. I'm not about like kill yourself or anything like that. When you need to rest. But we cannot have our emotions short circuiting us so that we don't show up for our destiny. We can't have that, y'all. Endings and culminations regarding something you have worked hard on, though you may end in a high pressured way. I really wanted to just tell y'all this is like a nice fun moon, and we got the unicorns and the pixies showing up, but here we go. Endings and culminations regarding something you have worked hard on, though you may end in a high pressured way. It's just the energy of this moon. It has a lot of spark to it. It's going to be a real Aries full moon. Okay, this moon has the energy of progress in it. Okay, here's some good news for y'all. I brought the good news at the end, okay? This moon has the energy of progress in it. Be open to choices that help you make progress. This moon has the energy of progress in it. Be open to choices that help you make progress. And just remember, one of the things that we talk about in the NLP community is you're always at first cause. This is like one of the best lessons, I think, actually, that we can take from this Aries full moon. We are always at first cause. If we always say, I am the cause of everything in my life, then we can take anything that happens and turn it into a lesson, an opportunity. Nobody can stop us from doing what it is that we want to do. Okay. And so this talking about being open to choices, we always want to open ourselves up. That's something I will say about Aries. Aries will see that opportunity, take that risk, and go for it. That's something that's respectable. Okay. So we want to be open to the choices that help us to make progress, and we want to actually take action on it, because we know in order to get to where we want to go, we've got to make choices. That's the only way. We've got to decide this is what's going to happen for us. Also, I think that from this moon, we can get blessings of insight, wisdom, and vision that inspire action. So y'all already know I'm talking about Venus, because she's in Sagittarius. So blessings of insight, wisdom, and vision that inspire action. So I do think it's very important during this full moon, starting today, actually, to make sure that you write down anything that comes to you, insights, wisdoms, visions that inspire action. Don't just think it's just like some crazy thought that can't be like, why am I thinking that? Y'all know we do that sometimes. You do that as easy. You're like, why am I thinking that? Because that's your spirit sending it to you, telling you this is what you need to do, sister. Right? Well, there's this book that I read by Elizabeth Gilbert. What is the name of this book? Anywho, in this book, she talks about how ideas will come to people, and these ideas are actually spirits, and they come to each person. It's chosen that person to come to hopefully be, manifested. The person will take the action and manifest this idea. And they even talked about in this book how Michael Jackson woke up in the middle of the night one time and called his manager and was like, it was like 1:00 in the morning or something. We got to go to the studio right now. I just got this idea for this song. And the manager's like, Michael, you're crazy. Why? And he said, if I don't do it, Prince will do it. Because these ideas that we get, they spirits. If I don't birth it, it might go to Azizi. It might go to Eileen or Laura. And so then they will birth it, right? So it comes to each one of us. It's very special. These are spirits is how I would look at it, okay? So write it down and act on it, okay? Maybe not like in the next 2 weeks, but this is what I think will come to us during this full moon. Choices revealed on how to heal relationships with others, which, we're in the season of relationships. So yeah, I think it's important for us to be looking at what needs healing. Zizi, what do you think about this last little bit?
It's right on point. It's so interesting. I got a vision about something today. Well, first, I had a very, very busy day. I was off today, but I did some fun stuff. I did some ritual work. And when I was done, I was compelled to go live on my Facebook page to talk about, who I truly am, as an intuitive and all that good stuff. It was deep. I felt you sitting right there like, yes, thank you, baby. Yes, thank you, baby. And it was interesting. And then I got a vision that I have extra help now. And this vision came to me and I was like, oh, hello, how are you? Welcome to the journey and the party. Thank you for coming. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
I love that. And I've been muting myself just to make sure, because I have this microphone on, so I don't know if it messes up the sound. But
is that book, what is it? What was it? I looked at Big Magic. Was that it? Okay. I'll put it in the chat.
Please. Thank you. Big Magic. So yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, that is it. Being open to something special coming to assist us. Okay. And to me, everything is energy. Everything has infinite intelligence, or divine intelligence in it. And it's just every moment is just one big opportunity, fam. Okay, let's see here. Yes, we got this. Eileen. Yolanda says, my Chiron is in Aries too. Yes, I think Chiron in Aries can be challenging for women. It can be very, very challenging, but it's a lot of us born at a certain time that have Chiron in Aries. So that resonates, Yolanda. Yes. That sounds like me. Okay. My mind always on the go. Yep. Baby Boo Grace, totally with you on the mental health. It's the most important issue during this time. I think that the mental health thing too, Baby Boo Grace, is going to keep moving like, ooh, yes, Baby Boo Grace. It's going to be really, really A big deal for a long while. A big deal for a long while. Okay, y'all, it's time to get up. We always dance at least twice on the full moon. Azizi, you ready? We're going to dance again, Azizi.
Okay, I'm always ready to dance.
So everybody, because not everybody was here when we danced the first time, we're going to dance to the same song that we danced to. Well, you know what? Let me see here. Maybe I'll pick a different song. Hold on one second, y'all. I have to pick the right music because otherwise, where did I put this music? Lord, I guess we'll just have to use the song that I picked out because I don't remember where I put that other song. Oh, wait a minute. I have to get a nice little playlist together because you have to be careful what you stream on the YouTubes because they be tripping, y'all. Like, I'm like, why y'all acting like this, YouTube? Why? Okay, y'all. Where is this? Where did I put it? Now I don't remember where I put the other song. Y'all just give me just a quick second. I'm gonna get it together, okay? Oh, okay. I know where I put it. Under the Zumba. I wonder if I put this other one under here. No. Okay. Sorry, y'all. DJ messing stuff up. She need to get it together. We partying it up, baby. Come on.
I'm loving the way that you do it. Girl, keep it moving. Look for finding. Feeling me, tell you back with me. I'm loving the way that you do it. Keep it moving. Look for finding. Feeling me, tell you back with me.
Like lyrics on the beat.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta have a little fun. You gotta celebrate. Okay. I love Eileen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Eileen said, Tyra, you taking it to the floor. Oh my God. Roll, bounce, shake, twist, baby. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm ready to hit the club now. Let's go.
We're at the club. That's easy. Okay, y'all. It's so fun. Oh my God. Okay, y'all. We're gonna go back. Oh my gosh, y'all just be making me laugh. Here we go. All right, let's talk some more. So just remember, the full moon is about celebrating. When was the last time you took stock in something you did well? Please drop it into the chat. Or if I don't care if it's a replay or live, let me know in the comment section. When was the last time you celebrated your wins? I'm willing to bet a lot of us haven't, because sometimes when I go into my accountability groups, they'll say, okay, what were your wins for the week? And I'm like, I can tell you everything I didn't do, but I got to think about what did I do right this week. Isn't that sad? We don't want to be that way. That's why we take time at the full moon to celebrate our wins and to express gratitude, because we are in relationship, like I said, with the whole universe. And if we keep telling the universe, I'm not happy, I didn't do this and I didn't do that, then the universe is going to be like, well, man, I'm trying as hard as I can. She's just not happy. So I guess we just bring more unhappiness, right? No, where they doing that at? Not here. Not in the Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. Okay. Let me see if anybody said anything about these. Let me see here. Must be jelly. Good, baby boo Grace. Okay, Gigi. See, Gigi, this is how your daughter's going to survive. Your daughter's going to survive because You're dancing, okay? Yes, Felicia must be jelly. I haven't in a long time. Okay, so I need y'all to drop in the comment section. What have you accomplished in the last month? One good thing you've done. Go on ahead and take that time to drop that there. Okay. Eileen, Wednesday, I was celebrating working my business. Woo! Go Eileen, Queen Eileen. That's right, honey. We celebrating working that business. Wednesday, after I didn't pass out, yay, during my master West African dance class. Yes, Azizi, good job. That's right. It had been a while since you went, wasn't it? Okay. She's a Scorpio. Yeah. Yeah, Gigi, send her to her grandparents. I just decided. Okay, so let's talk about who is this full moon perfect for? Entrepreneurs, engineers, fitness professionals, people in the military, armed services, first responders like police officers and people who work, let's see, firefighters and the EMS crew. It's also a perfect moon for creatives, which is most of y'all. People who work with metal, because it's Aries, and leaders. Okay? Why is that? It's just because those people who have, they carry this energy of Aries. And so this is a great moon for them to get imbued. Now, I can tell you, for people who are wanting to make moves and they're willing to do it no matter how they have to, of course, above, with integrity and, we're not hurting other people, doing no harm, but they're willing to, say, for instance, move forward and not feel comfortable, though. Because sometimes when you have to move forward, you won't necessarily feel comfortable doing it, but it's going to move you forward. This kind of moon, it's the kind of moon that will just really push a person. It's going to be a very pressurized moon. And so all of these people probably could use it to like move themselves forward in their industry. Okay. Now they don't want to use it. They don't want to let this moon mess them up though. They might need to take a few days off depending on like what they have to do around that time. But yeah, this is a full moon. To me, it's about imbuing ourselves. Okay. We want to imbue ourselves. And so I want to check my mic. When we have a moon like this, we can, yes, okay, it's working. We can, let me see here. We can, if you, let's say you're an innovator of some sort, you work in innovation, then you can allow this moon to like really fill up that innovation energy, energize it, right? So it's really good if you are in those fields and you need to get yourself charged up, or let's say you want to work in one of those fields. So, all the new entrepreneurs, this is a great moon to like fuel you to have that courage and confidence to move forward because you don't feel comfortable. Trust me, entrepreneurship is it takes a while. I hadn't made it yet. I still got to talk to a lot of people on a regular basis to keep from losing my mind. Like, how do you build a business? I'm good at what I do, but it's like the business part, you got to learn how to do that. I journal my accomplishments, not quite daily. Hey, as long as you do it at least a couple of times a month, Felicia, that's a win. That's a win. Let's get her done by hook or by crook. Everybody's using that phrase now. That's right. Okay, so I love bringing good news to good people, but I just got to let the Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Sorry, I misspelled your name, Capricorns. I need to fix that. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You may not be happy with this full moon. Okay? You may feel like this thing is really poking you. So woosah, deep breaths, put on some cream or some white, like Azizi said, go take some baths and just kick back and relax as much as you can. And so whenever I put your sign down here below this line, one of the things that I'll say is you just feel irritated. You might just feel real irritated. And so, what you got to do is take those deep breaths and just remember it's going to pass. It won't be forever. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So what does this moon mean for your sign? What does this moon mean for your sign? Okay. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Pisces. This should be Scorpio. Okay. I'm going to call out the signs and I want you to put down a number. Okay. And let me just tell y'all this really quickly. I'm going to announce it since we are more than halfway through. Tomorrow, I will be doing live readings here on the public channel, $30. And you can get yourself a nice reading for $30. And I'll share it, which sometimes when we do community readings, it helps everybody. Everyone gets something from everybody's reading, but I can help you specifically, okay? And maybe even talk about maybe what this moon means for you, if that's really important. But yeah, I'll be doing some readings. Okay. For Aries, write down the number 1. Write down the number 1. Taurus, write down 12. 12 for Taurus. Gemini, write down 11. 11 for Gemini. Cancer, write down 10. All right, Cancer. Leo, write down 9. 9 for Leo. For Virgo, write down 8. It's happening in your 8th house, Virgo. Libra, write down 7. For Scorpio, write down 6. For Sagittarius, it's your 5th house. For Capricorn, it's your 4th house. For Aquarius, it's your 3rd house. And for Pisces, it's your 2nd house. Okay. And so you can see this chart. It kind of gives you an idea of meanings and topics that might be, that might come up for you. Okay. In terms of like, where will you see endings and culminations or revelations, or where might you be called to have more balance? So here in the 1st and the 7th, this is going to be, we could actually talk about Aries and Libra at the same time. Okay. So I just want to say for Aries and Libra, Cancer and Capricorn, this, y'all for sure are some people who might see something new happening as a result of this full moon. May not happen day of, might happen within the next 2 weeks, and it might set off something new. It may not necessarily end, but it's going to kick off something new. Maybe it'll kick off a new ending, actually, because it's happening in y'all's 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th houses. Okay. And so this moon actually is like the self versus others. And so for these topics, it could be for like Aries, the self versus others, like in the literal sense. Aries might be looking at more balance when it comes to that. And Libra, I honestly think Libras are being called to not be like, I think they're being called to be more independent over the next 2 years, just because of this new beginnings that we had with Mars meeting the sun here in Libra. Yeah, I think it's going to be really calling for Libra to be a little bit more independent or more of a self-starter, no matter what, where you just are like, okay, I just got to do it on my own. I can't wait for anybody, because Libra likes to be coupled up, you know. Okay, so let me just do it house by house. So for Aries, endings, culmination, yeah, it all has to do with like maybe your life in general. Maybe something is ending in your life and there's going to be a new start of some sort. The old is ending and the new is beginning in terms of your whole life, but it also could be regarding your body. Maybe you've been working on something when it comes to your health, your well-being, your appearance. And so now you are going to see, maybe you're going to see you've made progress on it, or you'll see how to make progress on it. Okay. So the themes are going to all remain the same. Progress. Let me write down just a few keywords. Progress, push to change. What else did I talk about? Transformation. Yes, maybe some choices also. And so for Taurus, it's going to have to do with, I would say, the inner world. So all of the earth signs are going to experience this. Let me see here. Taurus is the 12th house. Virgo is the 8th house. And what did I say is, who's the other one? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What did I say for Capricorn? Yes, Capricorn is the 4th house. Okay, I thought it was going to be the 4th house. So for all of the earth signs, I'm going to do it this way. All of the earth signs, you can expect this to be a faux show emotional moon. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Y'all are going to feel this moon like what people expect the full moon. Because, you know, people talk about how emotional the full moon is. That will be the earth signs. And so for Taurus, there might be something on the inside of you, maybe some demons that you've been fighting on the inside of you, and you're going to go in there and like face it, or you'll be pushed, Taurus, to really face something on the inside of you that is like maybe deep, dark, secret, and to bring it up, maybe face it, get it healed up. Because, you know, in your 12th house is Chiron. So there is this energy of healing yourself, along with the 8th house for Virgo. There's this energy of healing yourself. And so Virgo might be faced with their wounds. And it's like, I just got to get this done. I've got to end it. Or maybe you've been working on it, Virgo, and you're like, oh yeah, I can go on ahead and get this healed up. Or I've been doing a good job. I've made progress. You might even get some ideas about how to make progress in healing this inner world, or a wound that could be there. And then for Capricorns, this is happening in a house that has to do with emotions. And so maybe, you know, Capricorn's a little spicy. My niece is a Capricorn, and I was like, oh my God, I did not realize Capricorns do not play. Okay. We do know that one of their animals is the goat. So Capricorn is ruled by a goat, and Ram is the sign for Aries, which is the energy that governs their 4th house. And so, wow. Capricorns might have to kind of keep it cool. You know, Capricorns are not known for being really out. And, you know, they actually, it's a feminine sign. Capricorns aren't usually lashing out at people, but folks better not mess with Capricorn. during this full moon time. But I do think that it'll be a good time for Capricorn. Maybe Capricorn needs to get spicy, or maybe Capricorn needs to chill their energy down a little bit and focus your energy on the home. Like spruce up your house, do something with your house. Maybe you've been working on your house and now you're going to be finding yourself finishing something, some aspect of you improving your home, clearing your home, purging your home, or something like that, Capricorn. Actually, the other thing you could do, Capricorn, is channel it into, what's the word I want to use? Channel your energy into maybe studying your lineage or something like that. Maybe you'll learn something new about your lineage. Taurus, you could also use this moon to be very, this could be a very spiritual moon for you and a very creative moon. For Virgo, this could be a moon where you begin to look at your money. You have the courage to look at debt and taxes and just get real with yourself about money, okay? And I'm doing it this way just because I don't want to be super repetitive, and it's sort of like some of the same themes. So yeah, all of the earth signs will feel very emotional. Now, the fire signs, so I've already talked about Aries. The other one would be Leo. I'm just going to go back to the fire signs because I've already done Aries. So I'm going to come back here and do the other ones. Aries, Leo, and Sag. So what I love about this for, let me just make sure I'm doing this in the right order. Yeah, I should be. Okay, so these are signs that have to do with really making some gains, really having some good fortune, things just kind of working in your favor, okay? Because the first house is a house that delivers. This house is going to deliver because Aries can really make a lot happen. And you can use this very intense energy in this moon. You want to make some stuff happen, Aries? Make it happen with this moon. Let this moon move you to make some stuff happen, okay? To push through. Whereas with Leo, this moon is going to be opening you up, expanding you. Maybe you'll see how much you've grown. Maybe you'll find a teacher, or maybe you start studying something, or maybe you finish some studies that you've been doing. And now this is going to bring you good fortune. Or maybe Leos, it's time for you to start teaching. You've been studying. It's time for you to teach. And also maybe travel. Versus the Sagittarius, y'all might find that this moon is bringing some culminations or endings when it comes to love. And it might have felt like for some of the Sagittarius, there's been a lot of bad luck. Okay. And I'm saying this because the Sagittarius have had the eclipses happening in their sign. It's been rough on the Sagittarius. Most of the Sagittarius I know have had a rough year. And so this could be a moon where it's after all of this stress and this forced change, because Sag, you cannot stay the same. You get ready to have another eclipse come your way. You cannot stay the same. So this can give you that energy to keep pushing through, to make the changes, to have fun while making the changes. Maybe Sagittarius have been having a little bit of fun, and I hope that y'all can have fun. I also think that this is just a really good moon for Sagittarius to push through with shining and being who you came here to be, and letting your gifts and your talents to be uncovered. It might be a little bit rocky in the love department for some of the Sagittarius. And also, if any of the Sagittarius are working with children, something with your own children, this could be a stressful moon for you and your children, okay? Even the Capricorns, it could be a stressful moon for the family, on the family forefront. So, just breathe and, take it easy. But I do think for the Sagittarius, this moon can help y'all begin to move forward with, shining more, stepping more into your gifts and your talents. Maybe this moon will help you to face anything that was stopping you from being who you authentically came here to be. Okay, let me look at some of the comments and see. I'm so glad you're on here, Zizi, because I'm all on the other page, all lost. That's why I asked the Zizi, if you would come on. Okay. Oh, good, Yolanda. Wonderful. Full moon ritual, spiritual bath, spiritual home cleansing, protections, and rituals. I love that. I love that, Felicia. One for me. Okay. Aries, sun, and rising. Dang, BA. Woo-hoo. Cap moon. Oh, BA, secret pal. You have got to come back here and comment and let us know how this moon works out for you. That's a lot of cardinal energy right there. Wow. Yes. It's your sun, moon, or ascendant for the numbers that I throw out. Aquarius, but I don't have a third house placement. So the moon is going to happen in your third house. So that is the placement that we're talking about. Like you may not have that, my house may be empty, but when this moon moves in there, that's what brings energy. I'm so happy you mentioned that, Kiana, because if we don't have planets in a particular house, how do we get that house to get energized? It's through transits. Okay, it's through transits. And that's what this moon is. So it's going to bring life to the third house for Aquarius, whether you have a planet there or not. Yes, thank you, BA, for saying that. Okay. Thank you, Azizi. I just knew Azizi was going to do that. Okay. So let me put what Azizi just said on the thing. So I've done the fire signs. I've done the earth signs. So let's look at the air signs. I'm excited for the air signs, actually. I'm excited for Gemini, which is 11th house, Libra, 7th house, and Aquarius, 3rd house, because these are the social houses where this will happen. And I perceive, or not perceive, but the way I talk about the social houses are like, these houses, you can be very gainful. You can be very gainful. So if any of y'all have a business that you're working on, that this can help. You know, we're in Libra season talking about relationships. So this can help you all perhaps, you know, make some gains in terms of like relationships. You know, something I forgot to mention that I want y'all to think back on is, and you may not remember today, but go look at your new moon intentions at that Aries new moon back in, I'm assuming it was April. What did you write down that you wanted to manifest at that new moon? Okay, because that's letting you know what you are going to be culminating now. This is why we write down our intentions so that we can check in. And I want y'all to understand that we're at the full moon phase of Aries, because that new moon was back in April. Now we're having this full moon in Aries. But it's okay if you haven't manifested everything, because we're now headed towards the Aries new moon, okay, in 2022. So you just keep working on it. You want to use this moon to assess how far have I gotten in what I am working on manifesting. And so it would be for the 11th house, for the Geminis, it has to do with your goals, and it has to do with your community, your vibe tribe, who you're hanging out with. It has to do with what are you making from your work, from your job, your career, and like where are you in being gainful in that regard. Okay. For Libra, this is going to be in the house that has to do with relationships. So, you know, maybe there's something that Libras are working on in terms of their one-to-one relationships. Maybe Libras have been working with a coach, and now you're like, oh, I really see how much progress I've made since I've been working with my coach. If any Libras have been caught up in legal affairs, it could be, you know, you're going to be seeing something revealed to you about legal affairs. For the Aquariuses, it could be about a lot of stuff. It could be about business. It could be something about communication. Maybe some of the Aquariuses have been writing a book or something like that. Social media, anything that has to do with communication, learning. Actually, for some of the Aquariuses, this is about learning something new, learning some new skills. Maybe you've been working on that and now you're going to be like, oh yeah, I've learned this new skill, or I've made this much progress in learning my new skills. Maybe some of the Aquariuses, which Aquarius doesn't seem to be really scary energy because it can be a bit detached, but it could be that Aquarius will go on ahead and face what they need to face in terms of like, I just need to go on ahead and finish this. I need to get this done because this moon is going to spark us. Okay. And Aquariuses, you might need to be working on, this moon might reveal something that you need to be working on with your mind, your mindset, thinking. For Libra, Leos, I forgot to mention for y'all, you might be like, okay, I see now what I believe, or whatever it is about this big picture or the vision. For Leos, y'all might be like, maybe you couldn't see the big picture before, but now you can. Okay. And so, yeah, because Leo and Aquarius is, y'all are kind of like doing the same thing with this moon. Also, for some Aquariuses, it could have something to do with siblings, something with your siblings or your cousins, your friends could be revealed to you, could be a big topic. You might have to be, like really focused on it, or something with those topics. Or making trips. Aquariuses might be like, okay, I'm going to start traveling, or a trip will pop up all of a sudden, because Aries is like quick energy. So something may pop up all of a sudden in terms of a trip, or you may just get back from a trip or something like that, Aquarius. So that's the air signs. And then the water signs, for them is going to be the 10th house, the 6th house, and the 2nd house. So this could be revealing something to the water signs about work and resources. Okay. So for the Cancerians, maybe something is going to be changing or revealed to you regarding your career. It could be something regarding your reputation, some revelation. Maybe Cancerians are like, stop thinking about me in this way. This is who I am. Or maybe you just, maybe there's something that's going to change in terms of like what you're known for, Cancerians, but definitely something regarding your career. And to be honest with you, some Cancerians may have a relationship change during this time, okay? Because sometimes the 10th house might indicate marriage or divorce. For Scorpios, this is happening in your 6th house. So for Scorpios, it could be maybe you have made progress in your health and your wellness, making some progress in your work routines, and maybe having the courage, because the 6th house Scorpio has to do with problems. And so maybe you're going to be focused on your problems. Maybe, you just need to have that courage. Maybe something will happen and you just like, forget it. I'm just going to go on ahead and fix this. Or maybe the problem will be revealed with this moon. But definitely, I think that Scorpios will be pushed to take care of themselves and to bring more balance into their health, and into their lives with how they work. That's actually what I'm struggling with when I think about it as a Scorpio rising. I work way too much, like 14 hours a day, about 6 days a week. And that's too much. And then for Pisces, this is about money. Okay. Pisces might be looking at, maybe you've been working on making some money. It's just been really rough in trying to make this money. And now you realize, okay, I've made the money, or you're going to figure out how to make some progress in making money. It could be something stressful and pressurized regarding money, but also for you, Pisces, self-care is very important. I think for Pisces, really bringing more balance into how you take care of yourself is important. There could be something revealed to Pisces, or maybe Pisces is like, yeah, I'm good with the food. I've taken, I've done a good job with maybe something with the way that you eat, or something will be revealed to you about how you need to be eating your stuff. Pisces might just be like, I need to get rid of some of my stuff. Y'all, seriously, Pisces is some of the messiest people on the face of the planet. I can say that because I'm a Pisces. Okay. So I'm not knocking none of y'all, but talk to people who live with Pisces. Pisces can be so messy. So Pisces might just be like, forget it. I'm getting ready to get rid of everything. That's me right now. I'm on the verge of purging everything. I'm like, you can't buy nothing new until you get rid of everything. But yeah, definitely something regarding money. Maybe you've made some money, Pisces, and you need to celebrate that. Maybe you have gotten rid of some of your stuff and you need to celebrate that. Maybe Pisces has, self-esteem and self-worth. Maybe you've made progress on it, and something's going to be revealed to you on how to continue to make progress on feeling good about yourself. A lot of Pisces, they don't feel good about themselves because they just blend and merge in so much with other people that sometimes the lines become blurred and they just take on other people's stuff, and they have to work on feeling okay with themselves. So tell me your questions about what this means for you. I've been thinking about being interested and open to a mate, possibly. Okay, Azizi. I have a cardinal household. Aries mother, husband is a cat, Jesus. Elder son is a Libra, younger son is a Cancer. Well, things will settle down a little bit once we move into the Scorpio season. So that's good. VA. Azizi, what did you think about all of that? Tell me your thoughts.
It's always a wealth of information, and I've got like earth and air for my sun, rising, and moon. So I know this 8th house energy has been popping up for me. I think the last couple of for the last few weeks, because I know there's some things I need to deal with regarding money and things like that. So, that keeps popping up. Yeah, I'm excited. Sure, let's go.
So good, it's easy. Yes, we may as well just go with. So yeah, that's astrology works. It really does. And so just thinking about what Azizi just said, definitely what I would do. I love the full moon because it's a moon of revelation. And so definitely using this moon is easy to see what kind of wisdom comes your way. And so I'm just going to skip down. Well, let me just not skip. Okay. But yeah, sitting down and meditating, starting Monday, Tuesday, and a little bit on Wednesday, which really the full moon energy lasts 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks, taking the time to see what comes to me regarding, the 8th house energy that we talked about for Virgo, or the 3rd house energy for Aquarius, or, the Libra energy. What comes to me regarding that? And then the next step would be, when it comes to you, take that action, because that's what Aries is about. Take that action. Okay. So themes, and anyone else, please let me know if you have any questions. What are your thoughts? How are you going to use this energy? Okay. How are you going to use this moon to make progress? Because we don't want to just hear about it and be like, oh, okay, that's what happened. It's like, no, I'm taking this energy and I'm channeling it. That's what I think is important for how we work with this energy. Okay, so themes are liberation and action. That's what I decided to make the theme for this moon: liberation and action. And so maybe something will be revealed to you on how to liberate yourself or be liberated from something, as well as I need to take action and I'm going to figure out how to take that action. And again, it might just be you get pushed. So I encourage you to choose to have the energy of the moon heal one thing. And for Aries, I say healing the mind is key. Healing the mind is key. And so one of the ways I'm working to heal my mind is through mindfulness practices, hypnosis. So for Tauruses, I would be for everybody, use hypnosis. So let me know, how are you going to be working on healing your mind? Put that in the chat or in the comments. Celebrate at least one thing, which I'm proud of y'all. Several of y'all listed what you're celebrating. A key word for the full moon is awareness. What is one thing being highlighted for you? And that's something that you may not know now. You may see it as we get closer to the full moon or during that time. The full moon is about energy. What do you need to bring energy to? And you may already know that answer, or you just might need to write this down and then, find the answer as we go along. Okay. So here are some Aries affirmations. Let's hear for the Aries. I lead with kindness. Competition pushes me towards improvement. I love that one. I really do. I know we say collaboration over competition, but there's something about, like, you cannot take competition from Aries. You cannot. And so it might be wherever Aries is happening for you, you get a little bit competitive, but it's not necessarily competing against other people. Like, I compete against myself sometimes. Or if somebody puts out like a challenge, to me, that's me competing with myself. It's like, oh, a good challenge. I'm going to take this challenge. I'm going to take this, whatever kind of challenge it is. Do you participate in challenges? Let me know. So that pushes us towards improvement. People put out challenges all the time, and I'm guilty of it. I'll sign up for it, have the best intentions, and not do it. My honesty is refreshing and warm. We all know Aries is blunt AF. Okay, we all know this. Come on, y'all. Aries, y'all know y'all blunt. But one way we can look at it is my honesty is refreshing and warm. So let's all be like Aries. Let's tell the truth. All right. I am bold, bright, and full of light. I love that one. I am bold, bright, and full of light. I am the architect of my life. I will design it and construct it the way I want. I don't know why I just felt like that's an Aries affirmation. I am the architect of my life. That's because Aries is going to take charge. And Aries is going to do what Aries is like. I design my life. You don't tell me what to do. Right? I love meeting women with this kind of energy. Here's another one. I am proud of myself. I have achieved so much already and will achieve so much more. If you don't feel proud of yourself, this is one that you want to begin to embody. Like I said, we take all kinds of time to beat up on ourselves. It's time for us to take this time to be proud of what we do and to affirm, I've achieved so much already. So I already got a track record of achievement. Guess what? I'm going to achieve even more. Whatever that means for you. Okay. We don't all achieve in the same way. What achievement means to you may not be the same as it to me. I am bold. I have the courage to take necessary risks that shape my future for the better. Okay. I am bold. I have the courage to take necessary risks that shape my future for the better. I think that's beautiful. I release myself of anger, hate, and bitterness. I am free. Okay. Let me tell you something. This is a moon that can liberate us from hate, anger, and bitterness. because that does not profit us. It weighs us down. It doesn't allow us to move forward. As a matter of fact, it ties up our energy. And so allow this Aries moon to free you of any of this that could be going on. It may not be comfortable, but you know, once you get on the other side of it, guess what? I am free. You are free. And I like this one. I won't let a single day go by without taking actions for positive growth. I was like, if this ain't Aries energy right here, I don't know what is. You don't have to be an Aries to embody these. You can just do it. And I put this one on by itself, even though I didn't center it. I am overflowing with joy, love, and gratitude. I am overflowing with joy, love, and gratitude. I think this is just a perfect full moon affirmation. And if we don't feel this way, we can begin to say, what is it that I need to do to embody this? I am overflowing with joy. I am overflowing with love. I am overflowing with gratitude. The more we walk in this kind of energy, it literally opens up whatever it is that we want to manifest. Okay? Okay, so write down your wins, full moon rituals, light candles, wear red for Aries. We're going to go with what Azizi said. Also put on a little cream, a little white, something to tone it down. Okay? Dance, move, and exercise. All right. Journal about what you are grateful for. And this is the one that I was mentioning earlier. Meditate and be open to receiving energy from the moon. Doesn't matter if it's in the form of wisdom or you're just imbuing yourself with this wisdom. Scents that you can use are cedar, eucalyptus, patchouli, frankincense, and geranium. Those are all activating. I even saw peppermint, which I put peppermint with Yemoja, but I'm going to offer peppermint to help soothe our nerves. So go ahead and put peppermint down too. And work with Ogun. And these are all the same energies. Ogun, Herakuti, Mars, or warrior energy. And one of the ways I do that is I might do some kickboxing. I might work. Oh, exercise is working the muscles. It's not cardio. Okay. Or just move. Just make yourself move during this moon, because this is the energy of, if you don't want this energy just coming through any old kind of way, you want to actually move. Okay. Don't be sitting down a whole lot. We'll take that time to meditate, but then we'll be up and moving too. It's always about action. If you don't want it just coming through any old kind of way. And then, yes, tomorrow are the readings, 6 p.m. Eastern time. All right. So let's come over and see. Ocean Funke's here. Hi, Ocean Funke. Okay, let me go back up. Okay. Action. Just cut my hair. Okay, Felicia. Nice, Felicia. Good, Gigi. Meditation and pulling cards for myself weekly. Beautiful. I had to leave for a second, but I'm back now. Welcome back. Taking a stance. Beautiful, Yolanda. Gonna use hypnosis, binaural beats, and meditations, and journaling. Beautiful, Azizi. Pisces, if feeling stuck, what do you focus on? What I would do, Janae, is to actually push yourself to move in some kind of way. Pisces is the second house. What's your, do you know your other signs? But I would, if I were you, make yourself move. Go for a walk. Go exercise. It's like you've got to move your body. Get yourself moving. So let's do this. I want y'all we're going to do what are called the 4 thumps, because sometimes it's about that energy in your body, Janae. And so you're going to go, right here to your cheekbones. And I want you to tap, and I want you to inhale and exhale. You're just using your fingers. Tap, inhale, and exhale. Okay. Next, you're going to come right here to your collarbone and tap right there. Okay. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Beautiful. This moves your meridians. Okay. Next is you come right here to your breastplate. Inhale and exhale. Next, you're going to come right here, right at your bra line, at your rib cage, and you're going to thump, tap right there. Okay. Inhale and exhale. With you being a Pisces, something else that I would recommend that you do, Janae, is work on your lymph system. Okay. So one of the ways you work on your lymph system is you can even just shake your hands, bounce up and down. I'm not even jumping. Just go up and down on your toes. Bounce, 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 bounce. Make yourself bounce every day, Janae. Make yourself bounce every day. If you're a Pisces, you got to move that lymph. And then another thing is right here in the belly area, rub it and pat. Okay? And bounce. Lastly, I'm going to tell you, when you go take a shower, and right at the end of the shower, you have to inch it down. You may not be able to go from hot to cold, but you want to like go from hot to warm, and from warm to cooler, and then from cooler to cold, and stay under the water. Like maybe, you can do 5 seconds. I can do a little bit longer now, but stay under that water for like, a few seconds. Blast yourself with cold water. Okay. And that's going to kind of like get that lymph moving. Make yourself go for walks. Do some deep breaths. So let's take some deep breaths in. Let's inhale. And a slow deep breath out. Big breath in, inhale. And a long, slow, deep breath out. We're going to do one more. Deep breath in, inhale. And a long, slow, deep breath out. Beautiful. And I think also another thing would be to journal about why do you feel stuck? And you only want to journal on why for a short time. The next step is, okay, I see why, or what I think might be why I feel this way. And you might even write down, like, I don't really know. I just know I feel stuck. Like, I feel like I want to exercise, but I don't know why. I just can't get myself up to exercise. You just start writing. Like, you may not even really know the answer, but you just start writing. And then you could think of like, well, maybe I feel stuck just because I feel like I need some more support. And so now I know I need to ask a friend or tell a friend I need some accountability partner. Or maybe you realize you feel stuck because you feel afraid, and you can begin to say, well, but really, is it dangerous for me to do whatever it is that I'm doing? The other thing that I do is I begin to tell myself this, Janae, part of the trick is to make me sit down on my destiny. There's something in the ethers. I don't know if it's just society that we live in, or if it's actually spirits that are like, how many of them can we get to sit down on their destiny? How many? And a lot of us sit down on our destiny and they're just like, okay, that one's good. So I'm gonna go see who else I can sit down. And so I just really encourage you to you might have to have a pep talk with yourself and be like, well, I don't care if you want to not move. You gonna move today. We might have to do these kinds of things. Like, we have to make a choice that I know I'm stuck, but I'm gonna do something. And this moon in Aries could be one of those moons that help move you. What do you say, Azizi?
Yeah, I agree. I'm just sitting here rocking. Spirit got me rocking. So yeah, and I think it's because this is so right on time, because I was telling myself, I'm scared about some stuff, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I was talking to Ogun. I was like, give me the courage. You know, I go to him all the time. It's like sometimes I'll be like, I know you're tired of hearing, but no, it's energy. So the energy doesn't get tired of us. And I think that's one thing that we need to remember. That the powers that be don't, because sometimes I feel like I get tired of it. You know, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to bother nobody. But it's the energy, and the universe wants the best for us. And it's a process, and being gentle with ourselves during this process. And especially with this new moon, full moon energy. And man, look, talk about being gentle. That's why I love this platform, because we get so much great information on how to navigate life and these energies, because we're all really connected. So having someone to coach us through is phenomenal and invaluable. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Azizi. That is so good and so perfect. Yes, the universe is always working in our favor. And it is a part of life that some of us get stuck. We all feel stuck at times. And it's a lot of times the more we handle ourselves with gentleness and kindness. And another thing, I think another way I can say this to you, Janae, is being curious. And so if we see being stuck as a problem, then it will bring a certain energy. It's like, oh my gosh, like something is wrong, versus, you know what, I'm real curious about this. Like, this is very interesting. I know exactly what I need to do, but for some reason I'm not. It's like, wow, that's really interesting. Sounds sort of trivial, but it's better than thinking it's a problem, because then it really creates all this stress, and it creates energy around being stuck. And so we just stay stuck more. And I like too, also what you said is easy about understanding what cycle are we in. And that's something else that I said I wanted to tell you, because what I began to realize is how many women feel stuck. It's a lot of women are just like, I just feel stuck in life. Like, you are not alone. And so it's important to understand what cycle you're in. How old are you, Janae? Give me your age. And so I'm going to just kind of show y'all. And this is one of the reasons I hope that y'all will get a reading tomorrow, because I can help you understand what cycle are you in so that you can get unstuck. Because if you're in a yin cycle, being stuck is not actually that big of a deal. It's more about being super gentle and easing your way through it. But if you think I'm supposed to go, but you're supposed to be in a softer time, then you're going to really stay stuck even more. Versus if you're stuck and you're in a yang time, then that will let you know, like what you need to be doing at this time. So understanding, number one, who are you? And number two, what cycle are you in? This is very important. So I would also encourage you to be doing your spiritual practices. When you feel stuck, tell yourself, I might be stuck, but I'm going to get up and I always say the best you might be able to do is to press play on a video or an audio book or something like that. That might be all you can do, and just let it come into your ears. That might be the most energy you have. But if you can do more, if you can get up and you can say your prayers and bless your head and, do some type of ritual that works for you. And like I said, move your body, bounce. If you're a Pisces, move that lymph, move the meridian, the energy of your meridians. If you can get that going every day, do it every day. And you'll just kind of feel whatever this resistance is and being stuck, it'll just soften down. Doesn't matter if it's yin or yang cycle. Another thing that I do want to say to you, Janae, is Jupiter will be in Pisces at the end of this year. So you will get unstuck at that point, I think. Marcia, prayer and meditation. Beautiful. Hello, Ia Ocean Funke. How are you? Glad you are here. My honesty challenges the status quo. I just got to show y'all this one because Felicia is one of the Aries. Nice, Azizi. I'm going to have to approach exercise how I dress the fried chicken, but in the opposite. Ashe, Eileen. Ashe. Baby Boo Grace, sitting down on my destiny. Part reminds me of my vision that I had where the spirit showed me as a light in the sky. Entities came to attack that light, and how they attacked me was with fear. Very good example, Baby Boo Grace. Very, very, I mean, that is such a good example because I see fear as a spirit, worry as a spirit. A lot of times, even, you know, when we talk about things like what Eileen is mentioning with the fried chicken, maybe there's something that you do and you just like, I really need to not do this. Whatever that thing is for you, it could be this, like the spirits, they're like, oh, she know, like for me, she loves cake. So all we got to do is make sure we bring a lot of people into her life who offer her cake, make her weak for cake, and we'll keep her stuck in her stumble, right? So for some people, it's fear. And fear, and the other thing we can just see all of this is as an opportunity to move towards our destiny in spite of the fear. Like if I'm willing to move through fear to go to my destiny, like I'm sending the universe a very big lesson. Bring my destiny on to me, okay? BA says, yes, I started doing a sun salutation for stretching every morning, and it has been working for me. That's a very good meditation, actually. I mean, sun salutation. That's very good. That's very, very good. Very invigorating. Okay, so thank y'all so much for being here. Azizi, you hung out with me for 2 hours, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I hope that you all have an amazing full moon in Aries. And I would love it if y'all would come back and let me know, how did this moon work out for you? Yes, I heart cake, which is why I don't eat it anymore. I miss cake, not really, but yeah, I miss my old cake. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Again, we will be having readings tomorrow at this time. And I'm going to type into the chat if you want to go on ahead and request your reading in advance. You can, if you have Venmo, you can Venmo it to me. I probably should have put Venmo on there. And just, you need to put your name, maybe even your YouTube name, if it's not your real name. And it's $30. That's my Venmo. If you need Cash App, let me know. I just decided to go with Venmo, try to keep things simple. But also tomorrow you can come and put it in, you can do a super chat also for $30 or $29.99. I don't know how it works, but anywho. All right, thank you all so much. Happy full moon in Aries. It'll be a good one. It'll be very energetic. If you send me your information, I'm going to put my email in here. I'll give all this to Azizi. She'll be on tomorrow too. Okay, I'll send you my Cash App. Hold on one second. And if you send me your birth details, day, time, and location, then of course I can use your chart and be super accurate with that. I can be accurate without it too. My Cash App, I guess I could put it on the screen. Cash App is just, so that's what I have there. Let me go over here real quick. So Venmo is, I should have did this before. Sorry, y'all. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. This okay. Cool. So Venmo is that, and Cash App is that, and my email is, oops. You can just send you can put your date, time, and city and state of birth. I'm going to definitely pull an oracle card from the Metunetter. I'll look at your birth details, and yeah, anything else that comes up, because I flow. Thank you, it's easy. Okay, yes. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate you. Thank you, Azizi, for being on with me this evening. Very nice. And yeah, I'll see y'all somewhere. Inner Circle members, we will be on tomorrow at 2 p.m. to talk about astrology. And just to let y'all know, eventually the Inner Circle will open back up. So just know, if you ever want to join me in the Inner Circle, I do things like this on the regular. So y'all take care. Appreciate you. And we will see you later. All right. Peace and love.